Hi and welcome to the Cool Kitchen. Today is our Valentine special and I'm going to teach you how to make chocolate truffles. First ingredient is cream. Now I'm using just sour cream, but you can use just regular cream. And I'm going to put it in a double boiler. And then just leave this at about medium-high heat, and we're going to let this just simmer up and heat up slightly, but avoid it from boiling. Next thing I'm using is good quality chocolate. Now this is important because the better the chocolate, the better the truffle will taste. Now you will really taste what type of chocolate it is whenever the recipe is finished. So I'm using cooking chocolate, but you can just use regular eating chocolate as well. I just happen to find this really good brand, so that's why I'm using cooking chocolate. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start chopping it up. In the meantime, I'm just stirring this occasionally just to avoid it from sticking or burning or whatever. Just keep an eye on it. And then I'm just going to take a container and I'm going to put my chocolate inside. Really put everything in here and don't eat any of it because the proportions are quite important at this point. Next, I'm going to add all the flavourings to the truffle because in this recipe I'm going to be using some chili powder, just like in our previous video, just to add that little bit of heat to the chocolate. This is optional, by the way. About a quarter teaspoon. And then I'm also going to be adding some orange zest, so the zest of half an orange. And I've just grated it finely, and I'm going to add that also to the chocolate. And last but not least, salt. Now salt is really essential for chocolate, and it just brings a deeper flavour of chocolate, and it really intensifies and improves the taste of the chocolate, and especially for dark chocolate it really makes a difference, and it just makes it taste very good. So I'm just going to be adding about a good pinch. So small bubbles have started to form on the surface of my cream, so now I know that it's at the right temperature to put on the chocolate. So I'm just going to remove it from the heat. I'm going to use some gloves because it's quite hot. And I'm just going to pour it right over the chocolate. And what you want to do is just let it sit. You don't want to touch it, you don't want to stir it yet, you want to let the cream do its job, melting the chocolate, and then in about 4 to 5 minutes I'll come back and we'll proceed to the next step. So it's been about 3 or 4 minutes since I put the cream into the mixture. So now I'm just going to use a chopstick because that's what works best for me. You could use just a spoon or a fork or whatever you prefer. And we're going to take this and we're going to start stirring the chocolate and the cream together. You have to be patient, you just have to keep stirring and it'll come together. So everything's mixed up and it's well incorporated and it smells amazing. So the next step is, because different chocolates have different flavours and also different people like different flavours, we're just going to take a small spoon and we're just going to taste it, because this is the taste that they will have whenever they're finished. So you want to taste and see if it's sweet enough or if it's spicy enough, or even if you want to add more salt, you know. Wow, it's really good, but it's really spicy because that's what we like. Yeah, ours is perfect. I did have sugar here just in case we needed maybe a little bit more sweetness, but no, it's perfect. So now I'm going to show you how to shape them. So for shaping my chocolates, I'm going to be using these little little silicone molds that you just, you know, pop them out afterwards. If you don't have them, you can just use an ice cube tray, you know, a silicone ice cube tray, that works just as well. So just using a small spoon, I'm just going to be spooning the mix into the little shapes. This is the last one. And now we're just going to let them sit for a few hours until they firm up. So I've let these sit for about 2 or 3 hours. And next thing is I'm going to just place them in a little container, and then I'm going to put them in the fridge. And now just into the fridge so that they can set for another couple of hours, and then they'll be ready to go. So I've only got one now because the rest is for Valentine's Day, so it's all hidden away for Hendrik. But so I'm just going to taste this one just for you to know if it's good or not. So here goes. It's really good. It's really spicy, chocolatey.